Hey everyone, welcome to another Animazing Collectors Circle podcast episode. And I just want to thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. And I'm just going to kind of go around and we're all going to introduce ourselves and that sort of thing. So I'm Brandon, and I love collecting anime, manga, a little bit of figures, and I just love getting Japanese anime DVDs and Blu-rays and the extra bonus features that it comes along with, like bonus items like tapestries and that sort of thing. But I'm just glad to be a part of this chat today, and welcome everyone.
It's Domino again, with the usual collection of manga, anime, figures, CDs, blah blah blah, video games. The usual, and I'm glad to be here again. And I will be in the on the webcam here shortly. How shortly? Right there. There you go.
Yay!
Woo!
Hi, everybody. I'm Donnie. I'm living in the southern equator, south of the equator, in the southern hemisphere, South Africa. I mainly collect anime, and I've started also collecting a bit of manga along the side. Thanks for having me.
Oh, I guess we're up to me. I'm Koyomi, and I collect a mixture of anime, manga, and figures and statues. The latter, figure and statues, are definitely my favorite category, but have a broad mix of all of those, as well as some art as well. And good to be here.
I gotta say, Dom, though, that background is great.
Thank you.
You're ready for the topic of today.
Yeah.
So my name's Ed. I collect mostly anime, physical media, and then a little bit of figures and whatnot. But happy to be here and talk about all the greatness of our topic today, Brandon.
Well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. And I want to just dive into our topic. Our topic today is manga madness. So we're just going to kind of open up the floor, kind of discuss anything and everything manga, whether it's from US manga releases to something Japanese. Japanese releases as
Whoa.
well. So we're just going to kind of dive in, and we can also discuss other stuff like manga that's never been in print before, but it's only been available digitally, or stuff that's out of print, that kind of thing. So let's just go and open up the floor, and we'll just kind of discuss.
So Red River.
Red River, is that what I heard? I heard Red River.
Yes. Finally, it's getting re-released. Going
Yeah,
through.
thank God. I mean, I have the original release thanks to a friend who basically dumped the entire series on me, except for the last volume. We thought we had the last volume, then I was walking in Hastings and I saw volume 28, and I'm like, I don't remember 28 being the last one. And I'm like, I thought it was 27, so I bought it. Thank God I bought it.
Mm.
I have
So I
only
have
about
the
half the
release.
individuals.
Yeah, I have the original, and then I am also getting the omnibus because when I probably figure I'll just read the omnibus ones again.
What's interesting is that the single volumes have not gone down in price yet. So seems
I
that there's
guess it
still demand.
won't until there's more availability.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Because,
It's
well,
always
last I
interesting.
saw, it's only through the second omnibus volume, right? Unless the third has
What?
since come out.
The third one just came out, I think.
Yeah, that's what
Okay.
I thought. Yeah.
I
I've
saw
got
it
the
in one
first
of
two
our
so
memory.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
just
think
bought the
the
first
first
volume
two.
myself.
I think I had the first two. I don't think I got my third one yet. I know that somebody in the Animazing group did show it on their haul list, so
Oh, so
it
you're
is there.
behind.
Yeah. Well, I have it on a pull list, so my comic store is behind.
Oh.
Oh, which brings me to a big topic.
Uh-oh.
One of the publishers that I mean, one of the distributors that does a lot of manga, Diamond. They were currently bought from auction where they had somebody that because they went bankrupt, and so they had buyers to, and then we don't know what was going to happen after someone bought them. Well, the group that bought them decided to turn around and not buy them, so now
Oh.
Diamond is still in bankrupt mode, so I don't know what's gonna happen to a lot of our distributors. I mean, you'll still have your Tokyo Pop, your Viz, and they have their own thing going,
Hmm.
but it's probably gonna be harder for certain stores to get those in,
Mhm.
without just getting it straight from the source itself. So I don't know how they're going to do that. So manga, depending on what happens to Diamond, that could put a big impact, especially on comic stores in general. So
When will that be resolved, or is there even any information
well,
on that?
there was a result because we thought they got bought, but just
Yeah.
recently they're talking. They pulled out of it. So we don't know if the second highest bidders are going to take claim, or if it's just going to be back on the market again, and then hope for the best.
And is Diamond a publisher or distributor?
Diamond's the distributor. You know the big preview magazine that you can get.
Which one?
These preview magazines.
That's
And
amazing
it,
Oh,
that
okay.
it still
and
exists.
they have manga in it that you can order. Like the manga section has gotten huge in the previews magazine. I mean, they have everything. Like here you go, here's some manga right there. And
What's the percentage,
what do you mean?
like, of manga versus traditional comics in there?
Well, let me just show you where the manga. It's probably a good 30, maybe 30%,
Hmm.
maybe 25.
That
But I mean, like, this is the whole section right here that's just manga. See how big that is? And then
Okay.
everything else is just all the different comics distributors. It's bigger because there's a lot more comic distributors, but
Uh,
each one only has like maybe 2 pages each, whereas the
gotcha.
manga had that actual thick. Yeah, so
Apparently, several hours ago, Anime News Network posted an article about how the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, had actually terminated the agreement to purchase substantially all of Diamond Comics Distributors'
that's what
assets.
I was just
Yeah,
saying.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Raven's-
they had filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy. So
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the fallout is from this.
Yeah, because we were all glad that they got purchased and we're thinking, okay. And they said everything that was being ordered was still going to be released. And in fact, a lot of back ordered stuff or stuff that was supposed to be released before started coming to the comic books. I mean, to
Hmm.
the comic stores. Like, I was getting like 3 volumes back to back on the same shipment because they failed to send them when they were supposed to come out. And so I had a big old order that really hurt me.
Ooh.
$400 worth. And like, ow, but it was good to get that stuff in. So I thought, okay, maybe they're getting their shit together, and we were gonna get all our manga back on the correct schedule. However, now we're back in the air of what the heck's
Hmm.
gonna happen with Diamond. And so I don't think it'll. I mean, I don't know how Barnes and Noble gets their manga, how they get it distributed, and so uh, places like that probably will be okay. But if your comic shops might have a little more difficulty getting these things in
It'll
because they
be
usually rely on reviews
it,
and
it'll be interesting because like it's going to be a trickle down effect because their assets are being sold, which includes somebody huge in the game, which is Alliance Game Distributors, and they actually have a hand in contracts from Viz Media and
Hmm.
parts of like Comic Con, and Alliance Entertainment is a global distributor of physical media as well, with like video
yeah,
games and regular game, like video games and home video, and even music and other merch. So there may be some kind of. I'm sure somebody's gonna come in and buy something out of this to, you know, alleviate the market and all that. But it'll be interesting to see what's gonna hit and what's gonna be a miss. So
yeah,
Uncertain times. Not good.
especially with stuff in regards to shipping, even too, like what is gonna happen with all of that, with like China, and then you've got the stuff happening with Japan. So I wonder how manga is going to play a factor, and with printed materials, because I know like with China, they've already said that electronics are kind of excluded in this whole tariff situation, but as far as printed materials go, I'm not really sure
I
what's going
read
to
somewhere
be
that
the
printed
situation with
material
that.
for was, and I haven't heard anything else. So I
Yeah.
think printed materials currently aren't affected quite yet. and it's
Hmm.
mostly the merchandise, like the figures, the merchandise that you get from these places, plastic basically, anything
Hmm.
made, and that I feel the tariffs are mostly affecting a lot of that.
Those bastards.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that doesn't help that community.
As far as manga goes, is there anything that you all would like to see printed in the US that hasn't been?
Yes, I'm trying to think of what it is. But there is something I wanted, and I'm trying to remember what it was. What
Well,
was it?
for me, definitely Ghost Reaper Economy, Busho and Tora. There's quite a few I'd like to see.
Yeah, I would like to see a lot of
Going to
those.
classics there.
Well, that's what it is,
Definitely.
right? It's a lot of
Hmm.
classics that have not come
Yeah.
here. Like, there's a lot of Yu Watase books that we still haven't gotten that I would love to see.
I, I would like the Saikano spin-offs.
There you go.
There's quite a
Psychology.
few spin-offs that were only
Yeah.
published in Japan,
Hmm.
and I have those too, but I would
Of
like to
course.
actually be able to read them.
I wish we had there's like one volume of the Devil Hunter Yoko manga. I wish that was here. But that would make no sense to anybody.
Can we get single comic issues at one point?
For what?
Devil Hunter, Yoko?
No, not
Or maybe
here.
not. Not here.
I would totally grab those for
Mm.
sure. No, we just got the anime. That was it. Gosh, I know there's something else that I'm totally.
There's a lot of things that either are in licensing, some licensing issue or whatnot. Manga is an interesting beast because now we're getting a lot more either omnibus of manga that's been out of print for a long time, or even some older. Because I thought I heard rumors of a City Hunter print coming at some
I
point.
did hear about that. Yeah, I'll be right there. There is one volume of a manga that I wish we could get a copy of. Anytime, um, Tokyo Pop or Viz or whoever. Let me go get it because I got
Oh,
the Japanese version.
ooh, okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Brandon? Any manga?
Let's see. Trying to think. I'd like to see Ohana Hololo get released in the US, but I don't think that's going to happen for any time soon. That's a
Hmm.
Jose manga about a a woman that lives
Oh,
a with her
oh,
ex
X.
with her ex girlfriend, and across the apartment is a guy who's like an aspiring actor, and the
Hmm.
woman lives with, like I said, her ex girlfriend, but also her son as well.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
it's really good. But yeah, unfortunately, that hasn't been released in the U.S. But I'd like to see that get released at some
Upon
point.
Yeah.
further research, I found out that Clamp did put out kind of a final volume. It does look like it has an end, but I'm sure it's rushed as hell. I don't know because I don't read Japanese, but they call it 18.5. So I went ahead and got me a copy because I'm like, well, at least I'll have a complete set. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So I don't know why. I mean, now that this has been around, I don't know why they can't just print us a volume to go with the rest of our volumes.
Licensing, most likely. They
Yeah,
lost it.
yeah. So that's sucky. That's a sucky situation. That's the one biggest flop of manga. I mean, Clamp had something good there. They really did, and they just abandoned it.
Talk about flops with Tokyo Pop
Hey,
in
Tokyo,
back in the 2000s.
yeah, they're making a comeback. The problem with Tokyo Pop I have is that they're not finishing some of the series they left behind, but they're starting to open up some. Um, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the Phoenix. They rose, then they died down, lack of a better word, and then they rose back up into not something huge, but they're in the market at least.
What's huge about Tokyo Pop right now is they're really giving to the romance, the LGB. We're getting a lot of
Hmm.
girl love, boy love, romance. A lot of that is actually coming from Tokyo Pop, and it's
Hmm.
like niche titles that you wouldn't even have heard of, and that's been kind of cool because some of them are actually pretty decent.
Okay.
And so I gotta give Tokyo Pop credit for that. They've kind of moved on to that kind of area. So I do wish they'd come back and finish series like they had the Kyokara Mao, they didn't manga, they didn't finish. Togano no Chi, they didn't finish that. Um, there's a lot of series that they were almost finishing, but then when they went downhill, they just didn't finish. There's a lot they could go back and finish.
The one that I'm thinking of that I wish that would get finished is GTO, Great Teacher Onizuka, because they had some. The the original manga was released here, and
You mean
Yep.
as
the
well as the
second
prequel
one?
series, the early years, by
Yep.
Yeah,
Tokyo Pop.
Yep.
But then there had
yeah.
some, if I recall, I think
That's
there
not
were there were two separate like sequels that were only available digitally, and then they had two separate series that were never released. It was like Transporter or something, and then there was um, it was like Ryuji and like Company or something like that. I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, that one actually never got released in the U.S., neither digitally or physically. So I mean, I kind of like to see that along with some initial D content that wasn't ever published.
The thing is, at least with Initial D, they're reprinting it with the omnibus.
and I'm feeling a lot of these like we're getting a lot of older manga coming back in omnibus form. Like we got the announcement of Mushishi that we're getting
Yeah,
that.
that's
Um,
huge.
You got the
that's
Nana
Nana
omnibuses
just
coming
got the
out.
omnibus
Yep,
coming out.
So
Red
that's more of a
River
cash
Forest.
grab.
that is because they just did a reprint on that by
Yeah,
Viz.
that's what I mean.
They
Viz, I'm hoping Viz will do this with Basara and Please Save My Earth too, because those are two series I wish I had all of them of. And
Hmm.
I really hope they re-release Basara and Please Save My Earth.
Please Save My Earth will be interesting because that's more niche than any of the other shows being
Yeah,
released now.
but it's got quite a following,
Oh,
surprisingly
does
enough.
it?
It does, yeah, and
Hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Maybe it has a chance then if there's a vocal enough following.
I mean, I think so because a lot of people have been hunting Basara volumes and Please Save My Earth volumes just as bad as people have been going for Mushishi and Red River. So I mean,
Oh.
there's a chance that could really
Hmm.
get picked up. Here's hoping,
A
anyways.
Basara being picked up, but not Please Save My Earth. But again, that's my viewpoint.
But you
So
also don't. I don't see you as someone who follows a lot of shojo either. So I don't. Yeah.
yeah, not deep into shojo, but
Yeah.
I do
uh,
read it. But
yeah.
yeah,
Exactly.
I rather read josei, but sadly, not much exists
I
out there.
agree. Yeah, I totally agree.
Yep.
Jose is like my favorite
yeah,
style.
I
yeah,
do like josei.
it's so good usually.
It is, and in a weird sense, those 2 are kinda closer to Josei because they are more mature compared to most other it's no
Mm.
Fushigi, it's more
Oh no, no. Yeah.
they're definitely darker themed, manga, so that does kinda Josei is more mature, right? And that's
Mhm.
it kinda does follow that. But speaking of Josei, I have to give, credit to, Seven Seas for their steamship line. Thank you.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get like, here we go. This is a recent one that just came out. Yeah. And you know what? I have to say, one thing I like about Josei hentai versus regular hentai is the art is phenomenal.
Usually is actually.
Yeah, it really is. I mean,
Yeah.
if we're talking about regular hentai, you get a lot more fluid on the page.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh
actually,
yeah,
the
for sure.
series I'm still working through is Jose as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Something's
yeah.
wrong with us.
The one I want to buy from you, the the what's it called again? Something is wrong with us or something like that. Is it that
Yep,
one you're talking about? Yeah.
yep, yeah. I'm on volume 14 of the main goes through 16, and then there's another 3
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
I
that
need
they've
to
done
I
the
need to start
spinoff.
I have, like, the first 3, and I need to continue with it because I like it, it actually turned out pretty interesting.
Yeah, I definitely
Hmm.
like it.
Yeah.
I'm sad I've only got 6 volumes left, including the extra one.
Is it changing your life though?
Oh, I love it. I mean, what do you mean? Is it changing my life? Nothing changes my life.
I mean, does it really inspire you to do something specific?
Well, to read it.
Okay, so no.
And considering
It's
I
great, but
slack
not
on
to the point of yeah.
When you're
considering
reading.
I tend to slack on reading, the fact that it makes me want to read it is actually good.
Okay, that's a fair point there.
You want to know why I grab stuff like this? Because silver-haired man goes brrr.
I wonder what kind of manga is that? Yeah. It's like I didn't see that coming.
Speaking of omnibus editions coming back of older manga, I have to admit these are quite lovely. I have this next to me too.
Oh,
The
please tell.
Fist of the North Star hardbacks have been
Oh yeah.
rolling.
Oh,
Oh
those are
yeah, that's
fantastic.
awesome.
Oh,
That
yeah, I know those.
like if there's something sexy, they've done that well because it's not too big, and it's presented well.
It's very nicely done. Signature has done from the signature line from Viz. They
Yeah.
really done a real nice job with these because yeah, they're not so big and bulky that they're
Mhm.
comfortable to still read,
Yep.
and they're nice. They're nice, heavy duty,
Mhm.
and they're not extremely expensive. You know, you're not paying $50; you're paying half that instead.
Yeah.
Nice,
Yeah, that's my big problem. The other
yeah,
big one.
yeah. Like you got Vinland Saga and Hellsing and Berserk, you know, mostly Dark Horse comics are doing those real big
Mhm.
ones, and it's like, oh god.
Yeah. At least there's a regular smaller version of Vinland, which is not bad. So
You know,
I
I
like the
was
regular. I like the regular sized Vinlands that are in the hard pack. But I think those
yeah,
are better than the deluxe versions
yeah, I
because
I,
agree.
they're beautiful. They're beautiful.
Mm.
I was surprised Neighborhood Story was only 4 volumes. And I mean, they're basically like an omnibus size.
Yeah, that's
But
true. You know.
I was surprised that that was the whole story. I've still got to read it because I was like waiting, and then I was like, wait, that's it?
Do you
Which
get
month?
Neighborhood Story?
Yeah.
do you get the
Um,
exclusive volume 1 from Kuniya?
Kinokuniya.
you know, I'm trying to remember if I ended up getting both or not. I think I did. I think.
Hopefully you did, because I think I remember it being a pretty good exclusive, because it had an exclusive cover, I think, and something else.
Yeah, let me look and see in my
Oh,
catalog
which
because I
one?
don't remember.
Neighborhood
Neighborhood
Story.
Story.
Oh yeah.
Let's see.
I think you'll like it, Brandon.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think so
yeah.
too.
I think I've read that Neighborhood Story, right? Isn't that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Unless it didn't scan in, it looks like I did not get the exclusive cover.
Uh-oh.
Uh,
Uh-oh,
Because I'm not
Koyomi.
seeing it here
Oh
behind me.
no.
I think I ended up doing the regular only. I don't know. For some
Well,
reason, I keep thinking I had, though. But
now it's something to look out for.
did I or did I not? See, I think I did not. Yeah,
Tisk
I'm not
tisk.
seeing it.
oh, dare you? I don't even have it.
No, keep
I have
keep
all the
pushing, Koyomi.
standards, but
What?
yeah, no, I think I had just done the Junji Ito
Oh, the
exclusive cover.
hardcovers. Those are so.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay, I see what you're talking about. Yeah,
Oh,
I
Yeah,
Gangsta,
the Kino
yeah.
Kunio
some of
exclusive.
those.
Yeah.
I don't really
How
have.
many volumes?
I don't really have a whole lot of manga, like a manga collection. I probably have like 50, I think, manga. Within,
Only 50, guys. Only
I
50.
really like Kosh's Gangster. There's 8 volumes out. I think the manga is still on a hiatus right now.
It is.
I've also
Yeah.
got the Japanese version of Volume 8 as well way before it came out here, because it came with an exclusive art card that
Of course.
Kosh had drawn. I will
That's
tell
one thing
you,
about Japanese is they come with fun stuff.
yeah, yeah, this one's really cool though. And I also I've got the hardbound. I'd have to pull it out of one of my tubs, but because I haven't put it in my manga collection yet on my bookshelf. But
Mm.
I've got the hardcovers for Kill la Kill.
Nice.
Ooh.
And the one I have for Volume 1 is gold, like a gold foil
Yeah.
version, because it came with a Loot Crate box.
Yeah.
And
When
then,
those, do they still do those?
no, they don't.
No, Loot Crate went
Yeah, they went
downhill
down
and
Yeah.
fast. And then
That's what I
bad.
thought.
And then I've got the erased volumes
I've
as
got
well. I still need to
Oh
get
yeah, they
volume.
did do
I
those.
still need to get volume 3 and then the side story one. The side story
Yeah,
one
I've
is
got
really cool.
Erased is so good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
I
is good.
those. Did you get the newer one he released? The
Oh,
Riddle
actually, I
of
do have volumes 3, 4, and 5.
Riddle.
Oh, they're
I
sitting
can't
right
remember what the new one is called. But he had a new series that came out that he
Oh
talks
yeah, I know
about.
which one you're talking about. I don't have it though.
I have them, but I don't know if I have them all yet. I have to check. But yeah,
Oh.
my collection is so out of order. All right
You
now,
just need to take time off work and then just
a
do that.
month.
And then I've got
Yeah.
There you go.
I've got the Japanese versions of Darling in the Franxx, the
Nice.
manga.
Was there an exclusive art card?
No, but there were some really neat illustrations in here.
Mm,
Yeah. Very
And
nice.
then I've got the
interesting
ones here.
placement of the cereal.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nice.
So yeah, I like that collection. And then I've got some stuff from Psychopaths as well.
I was waiting for that.
Yeah, let me grab those real quick.
I have the manga for that.
I leave all
Psychopaths.
my Japanese volumes in my anime room, and then all my U.S. manga in another area because I don't have a lot of space left. So here's this one. I got these
Just
when I was
make more
out.
space.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's easy.
Oh, it's so easy. These I actually got in California back in 2013 at
Ooh.
Kunikiyo. They actually had 3 levels when I was there, and the 3rd level was
Mm.
all manga.
Yeah.
I mean, it
Try
was
it out.
awesome.
Yeah.
So really,
Thanks,
really
Dom.
cool. And then let's see what else do I have here. Yeah, I don't think I've ever really shown off my manga collection before.
Well, today's your
Naturally,
day.
no.
Today is
Yeah,
my
it's
day.
the topic.
So this is Wotakoi. This came with an exclusive Shikishi.
I got that
This
one.
is the
Yeah.
Japanese
Did get that.
version. And then I
Yeah.
also have
I got the English version with the Shikishi.
this
Yeah.
is Scum's Wish. This is the
I got those.
volume 8. And this did you get the one with the special illustrations?
No, that I didn't.
Yeah, this is really cool. Let me go and open this.
You missed out, Dom, though.
I know. It's Scum's Wish. Who cares?
Jeez. Wow.
It's a
Brandon cares.
It's a Noitima anime, so
Oh,
there's
of course.
that.
Well then.
And then
Okay.
so it actually has
Is
this
that
little
more of
binding
what
here.
to come?
Well,
So that Brandon.
it is Scum's Wish, so you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if we can get this open.
Yeah, they do. Most of those kind of boxes are pretty
Yeah.
closed form or closed tight or whatever you want to
Oh,
call
there we
it.
go. All right, so
I think-
these have some pretty neat illustrations in here. So we've got that one.
Yeah.
And then we've got a lot of these are some of the manga covers as well.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Which is really
That
cool.
makes sense. Yeah.
So they're like postcard illustrations.
Oh, cool.
We've got this is one of my favorites. I like that one a lot.
Hmm.
I think this one's still available. You can get it off Amazon Japan, I think. This edition of it. Somebody might be selling
There
it.
you go, Dom. Though you can still buy
Yeah, I like this one. This
See,
one's
there
pretty
you go.
bright.
it.
And we've got this one.
Oh.
Yeah, Scum's Wish, they did a lot of stuff for the manga, where they did a ton of different bonuses for the
Ooh,
manga volumes. Like I think I've shown you all the one with the girl like laying down on a bed. It's like a little illustration, and that one was from a Gamers exclusive for getting volume 4 of the manga.
That's how they can get you.
Oh yeah, no, seriously. I don't know why the U.S. doesn't do that kind of stuff for promoting anime and manga. It's so lame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They should
Maybe.
do that more often. Like Hell's Paradise, that special Amazon set that came out. I mean, they did that as like a store exclusive originally. So I wish
until
companies.
it's now in Crunchyroll.
Yeah, I know, which is like really funny.
It's like, what about that store exclusive?
Yeah. And then
I
this
had
is
one
just the
question.
visual collection list.
Is
Oh.
what manga have you bought multiple versions of? Mine would be
Uh,
Did I need this box set? No. But I
I
had.
didn't hear your question. It cut
The
out for a
question is,
moment.
what manga have you bought different versions of over the years? Like
Multiple times.
mine would be Sailor Moon, because this is like the 4th version now. I think, or maybe 5th even. I don't even know.
But
We had Tokyo Pops. We had the Viz ones that came out. We had the Super Viz, the big ones that were colored. And then Viz is re-releasing it again, so that's 4. And then now they're releasing these box sets.
actually,
that
I
one
don't.
looks very nice, and it's quite compact as well. So it's not a bad purchase.
Yeah, it's not. I love Sailor Moon. I mean,
It's
it's only
it's
12
also it's also box 1, Danny.
yeah, this is box 1.
Okay.
There's more.
All right.
Yeah,
So
it comes with
not that compact.
has 16 art cards in there. I haven't opened it yet to enjoy the art cards, but eventually.
Yeah. I don't buy different versions for manga of the same show.
We do it for Sailor Moon. Yeah.
I totally get it. Like,
Yeah.
I just stick to my lane.
Oh, I have those. Not all of them, but I have like the first 5 or whatever.
This one's awesome. This one's really cool. Killing Vamp. I got these when way before they got released in the U.S. And it's funny because the manga wasn't doing well, so basically, the mangaka actually brought out a plea on Twitter, and was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I think this is the one that has the exclusive. Yeah, this has the exclusive card in it. This is
Well then.
yeah, I know, right?
Go back to the other one, the web comic.
Oh, are you talking about Happy Kaneko's
Yeah.
Killer Life? Yeah.
That's
Who wrote
that's a
that?
deceiving cover.
I know. It's an absolutely
Who
killer
wrote
comedy.
Yeah, so that's another thing we've been getting a lot of lately in the manga world is web comics. It's been
Yeah.
it's been cool seeing them all, and yeah, so that's one thing that
Are they
I
just being digital only, or what's
they
the
used to be
story?
digital. Well, they were web comics. People would do
Yeah.
chapters at a time, and so they would make them specifically for web viewing. And then later on, they started collecting them in the chapters and put them in these graphic novels, basically. And
I'm
there's been
hoping
a
they
lot of them.
eventually do that with Ghost Blade.
Oh, you
I
can
think
make me
there's
spread.
talks of that. I'm keeping an eye out for you on that, Koyomi, because you'll be the first I'll tell if I see it on the market.
Awesome. Yeah, because I'm big into that for
Oh,
sure.
absolutely.
Oh, I did want to ask, in this, I want to make sure, can we discuss manhwa in here, or is that...
It's Sunday.
It's Sunday.
Oh,
This will be
okay.
posted on Sunday.
Okay, cool.
Plus admin
Okay.
overruled.
Okay.
There you go.
I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because I wanted to bring something up. So
Go ahead.
Hold on.
Yeah, is there anyone dissenting? I don't think so.
Let me say something.
Go Koyomi.
So
made me choke
the
on my
reason
coffee. Thanks.
let me talk. Okay, so
Spreading seeds of chaos.
so this is why I hate that rule so much on the group. This is Korean.
Oh, I love solo
How-
leveling. It's so good.
They made an anime out of it. You wouldn't have that anime if this didn't exist. So
Solo
how come
leveling.
Japan can embrace it? Why can't our group embrace it?
Would you recommend the
Yeah.
manhwa? Is it really good? I've seen the anime and I love it.
The manga was way better than the anime.
Is it? Okay.
There's a light novel too. That's obviously what it originally was. But these comics were they were web comics on the computer, and then they finally made them out. But I mean, the anime, the trying to find a really good splash page here. But I mean, it's kind of art style's a little more Korean, obviously.
Yeah.
But I mean, the action sequences are amazing. I mean, I'm trying to find one that's not so like. Look at this. Look at the detail and the gritty glares and the spin. Blah blah blah. You know. but
It's also
it's
in
all color.
color.
And that's what's so different between
Yeah,
web
full color.
is, and especially the Korean ones, is a lot of
Yeah.
them are in color.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, I mean, look at how beautiful this is.
Actually, when you think about it, considering where we're at today, you wonder why manga is still in black and white.
A lot of them are starting to add color, like in like weird ways. Like I have a manga where the eyes are blue, but everything else is gray and white. There's one called Colorless that just came out that has like this idea that there's no color in the world, and this one girl starts bringing color to the world, and that the more the manga continues, the more color starts showing in the manga, which is very interesting.
Well, that makes sense, though, from that standpoint.
But I mean, it's. I'm starting to see more of it in manga. Like there was something
Mm,
recently I was reading that actually had color in it slightly, and I was like, "What?" But yeah, most of the
yeah.
time you're gonna get Korean books. Like here's another one, Breaker. That one, and this one's like a fighting one. So if you're
This
like
is
10,
the true expertise of Domino.
but weirdly enough, these ones are still black and white.
That
But
is
yeah,
weird. Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
But very beautiful. I think manhwa. Manhwa is amazing, and I really really hate that we can't.
Or make sure the right people listen to this part.
Yes, I hope that people do because
Timestamp.
I mean, even China is starting to branch in, and we're
Oh, no,
getting
really?
like what's I like we have Dan May now that they've been bringing in. We got some Dan May. These are
Traditional makes
these
sense.
are novels, of course, but there are Dan May comics coming in manhwa, which is like the the grandmaster of diabolism, whatever it's called. That's got a manga.
Mm.
Have an official's blessings manga is starting to come here. Will start coming here. I don't think it's released yet, but we're getting a lot of this is starting to also affect the Japanese market because Japan loves it. They're selling it. They made an anime. Well, they didn't make an anime for Heaven Official's Blessing, but they did promote it. They put it out there. They have a Japanese dialogue for it too. In
Hmm.
fact, it's a crime that the release we got here in America doesn't even have the original Chinese voices, and I don't know why. I
Yeah, that
don't
is strange.
so weird. Like, why? I actually prefer it in the original. I've always preferred things in the original language, and it kind of is. It is maddening that they didn't do that for that.
Yeah.
How's that?
This is the Japanese special edition of Volume 8 of Sur la Rune, and it came with an exclusive 9-minute DVD animation project. Sur la Rune is
Hmm.
basically The Girl from the Other Side is what it translates to, and it's about a young
Oh.
girl named Shiva who ends up befriending a person named Teacher, and the animation is awesome, but it came bundled with the manga, and the artwork is just, oh my gosh,
Speaking of
just
expensive
beautiful.
omnibus,
I mean, it's just, yeah. Let me see if I can find a good panel here.
have you seen the omnibuses for those for the manga for that? They are gorgeous, but also $50.
Oh, I haven't seen the
Oh,
omnibuses
I
for
should
those.
show you all this here.
Like, here's this. It's just really cool. Just the shading and everything. But it also came
Hmm.
with an art book. They did a Kickstarter for the film that Wit Studio produced. I think I've got the art book here. It's like a settings booklet. Just
Oh,
absolutely
whoa.
beautiful. Like, look at that. I mean,
Look at
that's
that
just,
working webcam over there.
I know,
Omnibuses for that.
right?
Let me go
You know, like, just
the
so
first one.
cool. Like this one's really neat. I like this a lot.
Huh.
Yeah, great manga. If you get a chance to read it, it is
You
available in the States. What's
Yeah,
that?
let me go get one of the books.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all have seen this, but
Hold on.
so this was actually a JoJo magazine,
I've seen that.
Oh.
and I wonder if I can reverse the left and right on this,
Oh, I like
because
JoJo.
normally it does. Let's see.
You should be
Nah,
able
I
to.
don't see an op. Yeah, normally it
They-
does, but
They
for some
changed
reason it's
where things
flipped
are.
here. I'm just not seeing in Discord where to flip it.
Flip it good.
Uh, Well, you're gonna have to just use like mirror imaging in your mind, I guess. Let me look once more here.
Yeah. Got some time before Domino comes back.
They also did a reprint in Japan of Nodame Cantabile, and I've got the first volume of that.
Is that hardcover or soft cover?
No, it's a soft cover.
Soft cover.
Yeah, I
it
kind of
does
wish they had
seem
done a
like-
hardcover for that.
Yeah.
The other one I have, it's part of my, and Koyomi, you'll enjoy this, my Carol on
Uh-oh.
Tuesday collection. It's the manga.
Oh,
Of
yeah.
course you
Yeah.
did.
I know, right? It's the Japanese
only 3
version.
volumes?
It's only
Yeah,
3 volumes.
sadly
and
only
it's
3.
out in the U.S.
Where'd you get the Obi?
Oh yeah. I
Because
own
mine doesn't
everything,
have the
though.
Obi.
That's cool. What's that? Are you talking about the outer wrapping?
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
because yours are the Japanese edition.
yeah.
I've got the English edition of it.
Yeah. I got these off Amazon Japan. So.
Of course.
Other side, I still need the last volume, I think.
Oh,
I think I've only got 1 through 4. Or
Oh,
1
so
through
5?
3. Otherwise, I've got 1 through 3. Because I think
Yeah,
I'm missing the last
You need to
volume.
grab these. These are beautiful. I only
Yeah.
have the first one, but yeah, this is
Those
the
are
it
awesome.
has the first 3 volumes in it. It shows you.
Whoa.
So yeah, that was
Oh,
the original
okay.
release, and then they just started doing these. I think there's probably a few of these out now already.
That's cool. I like
Yeah,
the size of
3
that.
or
That's
4
really
or
nice.
4 or 5. Because
Yeah,
I know
somewhere.
I'm missing the last volume.
I like that.
What was that, Brandon? What'd you ask?
I said I really like that. That's really cool.
Yeah, they're real pretty. I had at least get the first volume. Eventually, I'll get the rest, but they're expensive too.
Oh,
Not
yeah,
as
so with this,
43,
the
but yeah.
reason I got it, and I can't flip it around, sorry, I would. But the reason I got it was principally for Peach Momoko. But each of the artists, they have like tribute illustrations, categorized by artists. So this is Peach's here.
You
Or
can't
actually, I may be going the wrong direction here.
If you can't flip it, can you take a picture of that?
Yeah, there we go. But yeah, so it's pretty cool because this whole entire issue was just tribute artists, basically. So it's a very cool piece. And then I actually have 2 of the Apothecary Diary ones, which they came with bonus illustration books, and I actually got the bonus illustrations long ago. But these had accidentally been omitted, so they just got sent my way recently. And they're huge.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Actually, you
there's
can
a
see this
bonus.
one still has the illustration book. But yeah, they're just like massive. I was surprised at that.
That's awesome.
So, and like filled with quite a bit too. So
That's one
I'm
thing
planning
Japan-
to try and seek down more of these because they're actually really, really nice. Especially with the various little bonuses and booklets that come with them.
That's how they get you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone to a Kinokuniya store and just go to the magazine section? The freebies inside those magazines are amazing.
I've always done that, Domino, each
I
time.
know, I love it.
Every time.
Every time.
Early days, that's how I bought stuff, is based on
Me
the
too.
bonus.
This is one of my favorites, and I wish they made another anime for it because they actually made an anime OVA, 3 episodes called Bus Gamer, and basically it's like Fight Club the anime. It's like what the?
Ooh.
It's like so cool. Basically, they do like underground fight rings or something like that. I haven't read it in so long, but yeah, it's really cool. The art style is awesome.
So there you go.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this one a lot. I've also got Vassalord is another one I really like.
I like Vassalord.
Vassalord's good. I've got the omnibus for Paradise Kiss, the 20th anniversary.
Jeez.
Beautiful.
Look
set.
at how thick that is.
Oh, I know. It's great. It's great. I love Ayazawa. I've got like so much stuff of hers. And then I've got the Silent Voice. This is the special edition. I never opened it, but it comes with Shoko's notebook and a little poster. This is actually on sale on Amazon right now. It's normally like $100, and it's like $42 right now
Yep.
on Amazon.
But how do you not have Neighborhood Story then?
I know, right? I need to get it. I also
Oh,
have
wrong side.
There you go.
Monogatari Season 1, the Nisi Oisan
Yeah,
collection.
But do you have the others?
Yep.
I don't have the others yet. I want to get them though, but I like
I
them
actually
so-
have them right next to me here.
Oh, do you really? Of
well,
course you
1,
do.
2,
Of
and
course you
3.
do, right?
I was gonna say
Oh
if
yeah,
you didn't have it, I would be really disappointed.
yeah. They're
I'm surprised if you didn't have it.
right there.
Oh,
Oh yeah. Yep,
Yeah,
yep.
1,
I
2, and
see it.
3.
There's
so-
only 3, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. There's not a lot of them out right now. Yeah.
Nice tour of your place.
Yes. Show those unlicensed figures.
Well, I'm actually doing some changing around. You can see Jinx in the back there. I just had to find a spot to put her.
Now you just
In the
need
back
like
there.
like a plastic or a glass cover in
You
front.
do. I only brought this random box set next to me. The small
one?
one, the summertime rendering. You know,
Oh yeah,
that had the 3 volumes in it.
Yeah, I got that right here
that's a
too.
while back, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah. 2017.
Yeah, yeah.
God, was it that long ago? Jesus.
Was it
It
really
is.
that long? Wow.
8 years ish, give or
2017
take.
on there.
Yeah, I'd first bought the first 3 or 4 issues individually, so I actually have those in my for sale pile because I have the box sets.
That's how. Yeah, yeah.
Those are my reader copies, and this I left sealed. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yep. And it's good too. I still need to resume it. I've read
Yeah.
volume 1 and definitely liked it.
Yeah, I need to resume it too. I the only thing I didn't like is it has a weird pacing style. Unlike, it kind of was more of an American pacing style if you think about it. Because American comics are like where manga is usually like
That's why it's
Mhm.
better.
why it's better. That's why I kind of have my I like the manga, but I also don't like the manga. If you like, it doesn't flow
Yeah.
as smoothly as most manga does.
Let's see what we're getting here.
all right. So this is Domestic na Kanojo. Yeah. So
Ah, yes,
these are the-
cultural.
These are the manga volumes, volumes 23 and 22. They feature an
This is the
extra.
manga we haven't gotten yet. There we go.
Yeah. This is actually this includes some extra content like a DVD, and yeah. So it has like the unaired, uncut edition of like some of the episodes. But
Whoa.
yeah, I'm trying to make sure there's no like bad stuff on here.
Yeah.
So they've got like special illustrations. I'm just gonna leave this one like this. So there's that. And then they've
Yeah.
got oh wow, I can't show that one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So yeah, so they
It's not
also
from
have
99%.
something Japan did for a little while, and I don't think it really kicked off because they did a TV anime and promoted it like this. Was they did a special instead of giving me a DVD, they actually did a play pick. So you'd have to actually
That's weird.
scan the QR code on the back to access the
Ah.
episode, and I'm like, that sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. So domestic Kano show.
That's all you can show.
That reminds me, I got 2 art books recently also that actually one of the other members, Megan, had shown. She showed at least one of the 2 volumes, and that made me search for and track them down. But the Tony's artworks,
Oh, Tony Taka.
Oh,
Tony Taka. I have that one.
there's a
Yep.
lot of those out there.
and the second,
Yeah.
So
there's a third
you're
one.
the black hole here.
there's a third one.
There's a third one.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did I miss seeing that?
And then there's a couple in Japanese only.
Yeah. I don't think the third one made it to America yet, but yeah. Tony
Yeah.
Taka
Well,
was pretty
I
relevant.
I don't know that the words actually matter. in the art
Someone
book.
Then
did
there you go. There you go. Just buy it.
Yeah,
It's all about the art.
I don't recall seeing a third one.
Yeah, Danny.
I think they call it something else though, like Tony Taka Works 2 point something, or I don't remember.
Oh,
But
okay.
yeah, it's technically the third one.
You'll
But yeah,
find it. Just search. It's not that hard.
One that I
Did
recommend.
anybody support? Sorry, Brandon. Did anybody support the Kudama no Jikan Kickstarter manga edition?
I know what you're talking about. The one with the kindergarten.
Yes.
Oh
I
no.
did.
That can get released anytime.
I kind of wish I did though, because that one's a hard one to find now.
That Kickstarter fell flat. It appears that never actually came out, as far as I know.
Oh
really?
really?
Oh man.
That's a
Huh.
bummer.
Yeah, because they passed it.
Did they?
Yeah, that they passed our Kickstarter. They didn't do it.
There were
Jeez.
massive quality issues, as far as I remember, and
Ooh.
basically
Oh, that's
to
not good.
restart the whole thing, but it totally fell flat, as far as I remember.
Oh,
That's awful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Oh, on deck to read after Something's Wrong with Us.
Well,
I
so you'll be
actually
bringing
started
in the
reading the
other
first one
culture.
digital. But I plan to work my way through all of them, or at least all the ones that are out so far.
The
Once I
premise is
finish
so
the other.
Koyomi,
dumb.
are you gonna get the? Yeah, it is. Koyomi, you gonna get the Blu-rays because each one comes with a figure.
Yeah, they
Does
do.
it?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they do.
That's
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, the product bundle is on Amazon Japan. I don't know if it's still available, but
I'll have
yeah,
to see if
you'll
it's
have to
even
check.
still
It's
available.
1/7 scale figures.
Wasn't it like
Yeah.
300 or something?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
kind of
because the
The
figure
expensive.
brought
problem may
it up.
be Amazon shipping at this point with
So I
Yeah.
went
the
to
Yeah.
tariff.
Mhm.
Yes.
I went to the Kickstarter for that Kadoma weekend, and man, there are angry people in the comments. So like, hey, it's April 2025 ripoffs. Any new updates?
Yeah.
But you can sue them for fraud. Yeah, they are not happy.
Yeah.
Oof.
Oof.
We need an official release of that, I think. If anybody would touch it, I'm not sure that they would.
It's digital manga though. Digital manga it really hit the I'm mad at digital manga because there's one series that is a unicorn now to get the last 2 volumes, and that's Itazura no Kiss.
Of
I
course.
only got 11. 12 is impossible. So is 11 is impossible. Oh, that's cute. But
Put that on your keys.
This is by an artist named Ratana Satis. It's called Pulse. It's a Yuri.
yeah,
It's a Yuri one. It's really
they were
good. But if you basically funded it, you got all these exclusive illustrations of the girls
Oh.
from the
Huh.
from the books.
also webtoon or webcomic.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah. Yeah,
I have the
like
release.
I like the physical books. This is one of my favorites because it's like a laminated card.
Oh,
Yeah, this one's
yeah.
really cute. Yeah, I like that.
I
one.
have the release that came out after Kickstarter, but I don't have the Kickstarter. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Well.
Yeah, I like this release.
But both are hard to find, even the original
Yeah,
release.
I've got all the volumes, all the books. I mean, there's a ton of them.
Well, who's the publisher on that?
It is. Oh, and here's another bookmark. It is. Let's check because I cannot remember.
Pulse was.
Oh wow, that's a spicy scene. I can't show that. Oh, I didn't realize this bookmark was in here. This is cute.
Hey, you can get Pulse Volume 1
Oh.
still
I'm
of
not sure
the
who
other.
the publisher is because I actually bought it directly from the artist. It wasn't
Oh,
Kickstarted.
really?
Yeah, it wasn't Kickstarted
Huh.
because you actually had to buy it from Thailand.
Oh.
And so, yeah, so it was like made to order basically, and they only made like
Whoa.
a certain amount of them, and then it finally
Makes
got an
sense.
official release.
7 Seas did the official release.
Okay,
Was
that
it?
makes
Okay,
sense then.
okay, yeah, because this is the. I don't know what the official
Direct.
release looks like, but this was the set that I got from the official
Starter,
from
yeah.
the artist.
Volumes.
Well,
Yeah.
the Kickstarter for sure. And then later on, Seven Seas took it. I don't know if they ever finished it. I know I have the releases that came out, but
Yeah,
I hope they
it's a
did.
beautiful set. I
even
love
the
it. I'd like to
CDs
go
that
back and reread it again. It's really nice.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just like the keychain and the extra content too. I should totally put that on my keys and see what people say.
Yeah, do it.
Be awesome. It also had this little bookmark here.
it's
They do,
actually
they
tie.
love bookmarks.
Yeah, they do.
It's actually. Did you know it
This
was
one's
actually a
cool.
tie
It's got like,
series?
what's that?
What was
It's
it?
actually a tie
Yeah,
series.
yeah, it's from Thailand. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what Brandon was saying.
yeah.
So again, another reason why we should allow it on our, show, on our group.
Oh my.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny.
keep at it, Domino.
That's great. Oh my god.
uh. Koyomi's wares.
Yeah, they've been there for a bit. They were just on the right corner. The only reason it's center now is because Brandon vanished on us.
Yeah, I was too focused on Brandon, I guess.
Koyomi knows what he's doing.
This is what you came here for, not for
Well,
Koyomi, but Koyomi's wares.
so the please put them on the. I don't know. The bonus is kind of lackluster.
What's the bonus?
Yeah, they're not.
I
There's
pasted
not,
in the chat.
there's not like a
It's
Oh,
a
did you?
lot.
yeah. I mean, I kind of feel like considering the price level of that.
Oh,
That's
2-4. Is that with shipping with that price point?
No,
Okay,
that's
that's
just
okay.
on
Then it's like
Ami
300.
the.
Then yeah,
Yeah, I'm like, that's just volume 1.
yeah. That's why I was thinking about it, and then saying I don't know if that's worth it.
On the other hand, this here is only 57.5.
Which one?
57.5.
Well, did it only do the link?
Yeah, I only did the link.
All right, let me paste the actual picture and so you don't have to.
Oh yeah, of course you would
I heard
like
that's
that.
the Bia, but
The early book
similar vibe and for a whole lot less, almost 200 less.
the early booking.
No, that's a different vibe. That's a different vibe.
An
I
early
like that
pre-order
one.
bonus as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a good vibe,
Yeah, I like
especially
that
at
one.
$57.
Well, the price point definitely helps.
Super being
And
in Japan, I would totally buy that if it wasn't for terrorists.
well, even tariffs on that wouldn't be terrible, right?
That's what I'm hoping on. I'm gonna find out how my pay buddy does.
Yeah, I mean, even if that's a 10% tariff, you'll be like, all right, fine, here's $6 more.
Wow.
Unless they note that it's actually Chinese made, which it is. In which case, then they might be like, okay, that's like $70 more or 80.
Point against the rules. A lot of these figures are technically made in China.
All of them, pretty much.
Yeah, I would say all of them.
So how can we allow them if they're from China?
Oh my.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Absolutely. It is. It's absolutely true. I mean, technically, they were like pretty much all made in China.
Oh my.
Going back
I
to
mean, you know what? I'm gonna start commenting on figures.
Dude.
And, the manga pages are probably even printed in China for all we know. I mean, Japan is what landlocked or waterlocked, whatever they call.
like
Oh
that.
my.
China's
Oh.
got that production space.
Oh,
I'm gonna argue.
speaking of manga, I don't know if anyone remembers, but Tokyo Pop, one of my favorite manga, and I wish I had it, was Tramps Like Us. And
Oh yeah, Tramps Like
I remember Tokyo Pop back in like the mid 2000s was doing a test campaign of manga after hours, and they ended up trying to make cover art that was akin to like those romance, like steamy romance novels with like
Yeah.
the wavy haired guy like
Harlequin romance.
hugging the woman, very like
Yeah,
sexually suggestive, like yeah,
up
but
the dress.
like yeah, they put that huge pink label on Tokyo Pop's Manga After Hours, and that was like the closest they had
Yeah.
ever got to making something steamy for like cover art. So I just thought it was funny because no manga publisher, like they had a lot of trouble trying to like figure out how to advertise books that were appealing to women, especially Jose series like Happy Mania. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
was just thinking about that and how funny that was, like how they tried to make different cover art seem like try to advertise for women at the time. It was just interesting, and a
Like,
lot of Jose manga was hard to sell, and it's still hard to sell.
they call it
Even
the Harlequin series or something
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah,
that too.
yeah, yeah.
Areas. I have a couple of those somewhere.
I do too. I do too.
I, I don't get how it's hard to sell.
Yeah, I don't either. It was interesting because like there was that author Erika Sakurazawa from like the early 2000s that tried to like generate awareness of their books, putting Jose as a category for like all of her works,
Hmm.
whether her works were shoujo or even like seinen. They were classifying it. The U.S. Like with Tokyo Pop was advertising her books as all Jose, even though they weren't. So it was interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's yeah, yeah. How that was handled was interesting.
that was a hard mark. It was a new thing for manga to push out, so I could see why.
I
Yeah.
want them to
They weren't
bring
sure.
back their manga after hours. Darn it! I want those
Maybe
steamy manga covers. Ugh,
we have
makes me so
Steamship now.
sad.
Well then.
We have Steamship now. Remember Steamship?
Yeah, that's true. We
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There we go.
Seven Seas.
Seven Seas is saving our bacons.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. They're bringing the culture.
The classy culture.
Spicing it up.
There you go.
Uh,
Does anybody know what happened to the Rose of Versailles side stories volume that Udon was supposed to bring out?
I was wondering about that too. The side you're talking about the side story. The what's it called again?
Yeah, yeah. It would have been a sixth volume.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's
It
going
was
on.
delayed a few times, and I don't see a listing for it at all on Crunchyroll.
Hmm. Yeah, no
Interesting.
idea.
Yeah,
I don't think it ever got released
I don't think it did. That's yeah.
because they made
Which
an
one?
omnibus, but I wonder if they decided to release that on the omnibus. I don't know.
Oh, they could be. They could be
Yeah,
waiting. Yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
An omnibus
Uh,
back in 2022, but I can't remember when they had the latest one out. So they may have just added it to
Yeah,
that
because
and they just
I
skipped
have
the
all
single
five
volume.
volumes that, you know, I've got the
For which
five volumes
series?
that's out already. So it would have been a separate volume that they would have brought out, and they just disappeared at the time.
huh.
Yeah, it's kind of a bummer
But we just
when
post on the Facebook page or just get an update or something.
Huh.
I just wonder if
Yeah.
they just kind of skipped it and they went ahead and just bundled it with the omnibus. Yeah, it's kind of a bummer when U.S. companies will like skip out on finishing up their series. Can you all think of any manga that has never been finished releasing in the U.S.?
Okay. There
Well,
is.
Yeah.
There is.
never like ongoing or never.
Like they released maybe a few volumes and then they just like stopped.
Well, a lot of Tokyo Pop ones, obviously, but
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and you know which one? You was talking about omnibus and waiting for it. You know which one's still doing single volumes despite having an omnibus version? Kid Beat.
Yeah, it is,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, because I wish
Interesting.
it would end. It's too long now. It's reached volume 50 already.
Yeah, it did.
Finland Saga just get an omnibus.
Which is funny because it was an omnibus to begin with. Yeah. It's like, well,
But
that's why
see,
they
this
call
is
it
a
deluxe.
small,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, like a deluxe cover or
small
something.
yeah.
omnibus
Right?
Like
versus
there's
large
the regular
omnibus.
omnibus and then the deluxe. Yeah, one's cheaper. I like the original ones though. I like the hardcover, the beautiful drawings on it with the color. It's really nice on the original run. The deluxe editions are really nice because they just look like cool fancy books, even with like the logos on it.
Just got an omnibus for Your Lie in April. They released one for volumes 10 and 11.
Did they?
Yeah, it came out last week. I remember seeing an advertisement for it.
Yeah, I think I do remember seeing something like that. That was kind of strange, but yeah.
I thought it was too. I thought they were just going to stick with single volumes for that.
Yeah. And then it was a
Guys, I'm going to go off. Thanks for having me, and I'll join again next time.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
you're
Donnie, for being
welcome.
here.
Thank you so much, Johnny, for being
Yeah.
here.
I'll catch again you guys again later.
All right.
Yep.
Have a good
Yep.
one.
See ya.
See you later.
Have a good one.
Thank you too. Bye bye.
Is there any manga that you all wish that you got a hold of and you never did? That's like out of print?
Well, yeah. I mean, a lot.
The original
Red
Mushishi,
River.
Save
Yeah,
My
Red River, yeah.
Zara. You know which one else I wish? It was called We Were There, or We Were something like, I don't know. It's a real sad one that there's a girl in the group that keeps trying to sell them for $400, and I'm like, I think it's called We Were There, and it's a shoujo. I think it also technically kind of a josei in a weird way. Obviously, we
Oh yeah,
were
because
there.
wasn't there an anime for it? It was like Bokuraga Ita.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, we were there. And it's about, it's a sad one. It starts off kind of sad. And I wish I had bought those when those came out, because now people are selling them for dumb prices.
How many volumes?
I think it's 14. Or, let me check. We were there. Complete. So I can get 8 volumes for $76. That's probably the cheapest I'm going to get those 8 volumes. But let me see. Complete. Where's
Like
my
if it's
list?
14 volumes and they were charging 400, it's not cheap, but it's not the
It's
stupidest prices I've heard.
horrendous, but it's still horrendous.
Yeah, it's still more than the when it would be in retail, but
16. There's 16 volumes.
oh, even better. Okay. But
Yeah.
still like
Yeah.
above. Yeah. Yeah, 25 each. Yeah. Still not the worst I've seen like with
It's not the worst, no.
some others I've seen with 7Cs that go out of print.
Yeah, they're ridiculous. Like I
Like 200 per omnibus, like
It's a
believe
little
volume
steep.
2 of Booty Royale.
yeah.
I can't
Like
believe volume 2 of
freezing.
Booty Royale is $200.
What?
Did you hear
Oh,
that? Volume
really?
2 of Booty Royale is over as people are selling it for almost $200 now.
Yeah, there's that too.
Wow.
I don't get that at
I don't
all.
get that.
Me either. That's just crazy.
This person's selling their set of 16 for 500.
And the sad part is that's what I'm missing.
Well, luckily I have like the first 3, and then I think I have some other
Uh,
ones. I might be missing some in the later ones,
that
but
they're cheap in comparison.
okay, comparison, yeah, I at least have that one. In fact, I think that's the one my boss bought me.
Wow, your boss saved you 200 allegedly.
Yeah, without realizing it. I told him that I'm like, I think that manga you bought me is worth 200 now. He's like, what?
Wow.
I don't
Yeah,
get how it like maybe low print probably.
it's low print.
I
Yeah,
had to be
it
because
usually is, and nobody's reprinting them right
even
now.
though I think it said back order at Crunchyroll
It
last
still
time,
says back order.
but that doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean anything. The only time that actually paid off for me was I Am Hero. I went ahead and I ordered on Right Stuff the back order issues, and they eventually came through. I was like,
Mm,
but people were selling them for like 200 plus, and I was like,
yeah.
ugh. But I held off, and sure enough, all of a sudden they magically appeared again. I was like, yes.
Yeah. When it
So
gets to that point, it's like, nah, that's
I think it's harder right now because of all the things going on with just physical copies in general. And so back orders are a little more dicey now.
Yeah.
That's possible.
Koyomi had that Russian one. You're
Oh
like,
yeah.
not yeah.
Yep. That was what 4 or 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5, I believe was
Yeah,
the
it seems they finally have gotten it in stock, but
finally
thanks to you,
okay.
I've had it for a while.
Yeah.
Naomi, do you have the novels for Apothecary Diaries?
I don't have
Yep.
the novel. No, I just have the manga, and not even all of it. I don't have time to read all the novels, so I only buy Danmei really.
Only thing I might be missing is the very latest issue.
The first 4 volumes of the U.S. release of Call the Night. I'd like to get the Japanese edition at some point.
Yeah.
Trying to see where the holes are for these.
The holes.
Oh, it's off camera. For the inner tube for Union.
Oh, okay.
Like one of the hand spots is real tiny there.
We need to see a full spin.
Yep. I gotta put the tube
Ah.
actually has a support.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
What were you?
No.
Okay.
There we go. I'm hoping the tube doesn't fall. See if I need to put the strap over the shoulder first from the tube.
Is that one of the Saikano ones?
Nope. This is Union from Konosuba.
Oh, Konosuba. Okay, I couldn't tell
Yep.
just from the back.
I'm thinking the strap goes inwards under her hair.
I can't be the only one that looks at the box and be like, okay, just okay. When you set up the figures.
Right. Now it's assembled, I think. Wait.
She looks like she's asking for help.
What's the handhold for the tube mounts are not great. Which I assume is why they have the little tube support, which at least is at the bottom so you don't really see it per se. All right, there we go.
As we lay quietly.
Ta-da.
Oh yeah, very nice.
You
That's
didn't
actually
get
really
her companion?
Nope.
That's cool.
I've only got that one so far.
Okay. Because I think they
nice.
made a
That
companion
one's
piece.
cuter than I thought it would be. Yeah, I like that one.
Too.
You know, see, I don't really care for like beach bathing suit figures because they're boring usually, but that one's really nice.
And it
No, you
came
have
with
not seen
this.
enough.
Well, I've seen plenty, but most of them are like boring, just the 2-piece bathing suit, and they're just doing like, yeah, I'm like,
It came with this as well.
I see.
yeah, at least like she's got a cute suit on, she's got little covers on, she's got an inner tube, she's got her little pirate bandana thing going for her.
It's like something different.
It's nice. Like I have
I
one.
actually like the Resin Your one also.
Yeah, I like
The
I like that. I like those
Your
kind of
Beach one.
figures. Yeah, that's really cute. Yeah. Like I have a random prize figure from Fate that she's got like the hula hoop or whatnot. I could probably grab her real quick. And I think it's just for $25, she was great. Say goodbye to prize figures, right? Because dang.
Well,
25.
one
That's way too
here.
low there.
I was gonna say this one here. I think was actually originally like an A prize Bondi, but I mean it goes for a fair bit of Haruna.
A prize is usually pretty close to what you would expect for scale.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely is real good looking, I think.
Yeah.
I really
But-
like this one. Look at this.
In Japan, it was a whole lot less normally. Originally, at least.
There's only like
It's a hula
Mhm.
hoop that's getting you there.
you got a bag, and you got the whistle, the glasses, the cute hair. I mean, and she even has her little sandals on. I mean, that's really good detail for a prize figure.
I was going to say, this was the other newest swimsuit one of Chizuru.
And that one I don't mind too much. For some reason, that one's nice for a single pose. But yeah, there's some that are just boring.
I know which one Edward likes.
Do you?
I do. You're
Is
not
it
going to tell me I'm wrong, are you?
Meredith?
Well, well.
See, I think
I
they could have done better.
could.
I think they could have
These
done better.
were actually,
Good.
I think Brandon got these also, if I'm not mistaken.
Which
Because
ones?
these were Roshideri bonuses.
Yep,
Oh, yeah.
I have those. I don't even have them opened. Yeah,
Yep.
I still have them in the box. I like
I've
that
got
one.
this
I
one
haven't-
opened also.
I haven't seen those open before. Ooh,
I like that one
I
better.
like that one a lot. That one's really
Yeah,
cool.
I like that one better.
I have the Dungeon Meshi Marcel figure from the first Blu-ray volume, but I don't have that open either.
Yeah, back at New Year's, I arranged a bunch of those ones that I just showed by the pool and did a picture. My wife thought I had lost it.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
She's like, there he is playing with his dolls again.
Question. Does your wife have a favorite figure?
None of them is her favorite.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's so sad.
She does not like them at all, any of them.
So sad.
Man,
Yeah.
rip.
She may
Rip,
tolerate my daughter's Conan.
Conan.
At least you know that.
Or maybe she'd like tolerate Zoro or Aki from Chainsaw Man. But in general, no. Even the male ones, she's just like zero interest.
Hmm.
I think Jackie's the lone exception. Jackie Chan. I think that's the lone exception. She actually got me that one.
Yeah, I like the
So
figures.
I could technically blame her then because she technically bought me my first resin ever.
Oh my gosh. What was your first resin ever?
Jackie Chan Adventures, or sorry, Jackie Chan resin.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Jackie Chan ones. Yeah, I remember when he got those.
Well, the actual Jackie resin too. It's right. Let's see.
Yeah, I see it.
On the
Oh,
far
yeah, yeah,
left of the
yeah. I
image,
see it.
I see.
That's cool.
Yeah.
and look at that shelf underneath. Chun-Li.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
That's so cool.
Temporary spot.
That's neat. What's the figure?
I'll bring that over. It looks really,
what's
really,
the
really good.
figure straight ahead in red? Is that Asuka in like a bunny outfit?
No, that's
No,
I can't-
that is
I can't
definitely
tell.
not.
This one
Yeah.
is it Sayori? She's an original character. I know that much.
Oh, okay.
yeah, she's an original. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
all I
Remember
would
that
say.
figure being out? Yeah.
Are there any figures that you've either bought duplicates of that you only did because you wanted to open one and keep one in the box, or do you have any figures you refuse to open and want to keep them in the box?
I think it's more the
So-
second than the first.
Well, I was gonna say there's a few duplicates that I've gotten. In one case, unintentional. In the other case, I had planned to give one to my son, but he just has no interest in it. So I'm going to sell that one off, the extra.
Which
But
is?
that's Prism Violet Evergarden 1/7.
Oh,
It's actually a really nice one. That's
interesting.
up there. If I'm pointing at
Ooh.
the right spot.
Which
Okay.
where is it?
Wait, there we go.
Okay, there it
Very
is.
cool. How much?
Yep.
Because I've got a friend that's big into Violet Evergarden.
That
Me, Brandon.
one, it's gonna be
Yeah.
close to 500, but I've got to see because they create. It actually was higher priced. They
Is it?
created a larger scale one though, so that's actually pressuring it in the aftermarket.
Oh, is it? Okay.
So I had it somewhere between 300 and 500. I forget though.
Okay.
I'd have
Cool.
to look and double check.
I'll let my friend know.
The one that's sideways there, the tall one.
Which tall one?
Yeah, that's true.
Can't reach. Back
I
there.
like saying tall, but yeah, you
Like,
should like everything. Oh, that one. I
yeah,
can't even see what that is.
no, it's sideways. I gotta turn it. But
Yeah.
that's here. Let me put that on for a sec. But that's the PG Aeolian PVC one, and I accidentally bought it twice. Once from each of two different stores. So the other one's like due any day now, and the other one, being a duplicate, will be available to sell.
Cool.
For
There we go.
$3?
No, it'll be somewhere in the 200 range.
350. Dumb. No.
Yeah, 350.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that
That's
one will
really
be
cool
somewhere in like
looking.
the 200 range.
That is cool.
And then what's the other one? There was one more I think I have a duplicate of. Trying to remember. Oh, actually, I had same thing. I thought maybe someone would want it, but they hadn't, so I have the duplicate to sell off. But it's the Aquafloat Karisu.
Aqua
I have
float
two of
crazy.
her. Yeah, it's basically a prize one, but it's nice and cute.
Oh.
Back there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So yeah, I actually
like that
got
one,
an
that's
extra
cool.
of her. Are there any others? I keep thinking there might be one more. Oh yeah. But the other one I'm actually not willing to sell yet, and that's the just because it's so inexpensive to begin with, the Bia Yuna, the one holding up the
You have two of those?
manga. Yes, I
Oh.
do.
Nice. I have mine. What a great figure for cheap, you know?
Yeah. Well, originally I was like, maybe my son will want that too, and maybe not. And I'm like, if not, I'll just hang on to it because it's just so inexpensive and surprisingly cool, especially for a 1/4.
Yeah.
You
That
know,
was another
and
1/4 I was looking at, but I'm like, but I can't remember which one it was. I was like, oh,
yep. Yeah, and all the duplicate ones are unopened too.
that's awesome.
So, but I think that's it for duplicates.
That's cool.
One unintentional, the others were intentional, basically.
Any that you don't want to open?
Only if they're duplicates.
Okay. So you open all your figures
Otherwise,
then?
I have no issue with opening any of them.
Koyomi opens everything.
Well, a lot of them aren't open simply
Duplicates.
because I haven't
Space.
displayed them yet. Yeah, because of space.
Yeah.
And so if I don't know if it'll get around to getting displayed, then I sometimes delay opening.
Mm.
Only because if I think it's not going to reach a display, then obviously it's more advantageous to keep it sealed. But if I think I'm ever going to display it and or never going to let it go, then by all means open it.
Yeah.
But yeah, generally because of space is the main reason I would not.
Yeah.
But so I've been moving some to for sale pile and such so I can get some of these out. Finally, like the Zom 100 one I'm going to open.
Oh, you keeping that one?
Yeah.
Which
The
figure did you
Vermilia
say?
Scarlet. Of Zom 100, I forget her name.
Oh.
I think it's
yeah.
I something.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. I
Good-
forgot they made a
good
figure
choice.
of her.
Yep. The Vermilia Scarlet one, which came with this bonus.
Ooh, that's
Yeah.
cool.
I can pass.
Sandre's better.
I still need the Crazy Flandre, actually.
You do. I need one
I
too.
do. You can buy them for both of us.
I need
It's-
Brandon's help. Daddy,
This one
help.
I'm probably finally gonna open up.
What is
Oh.
this?
Oh, that's
Oh,
pretty, but I can't
I was
really.
gonna say you should know, Edward. No,
the glare is
Senron,
too much.
isn't
Yeah,
it
I can't
Senron?
see.
Yeah,
Yumi?
I'm looking at the title only. Okay.
That's
Yeah, that is.
nice.
The glare was not helping.
Oh, one of the
Yeah,
green hair.
that's I can understand that.
I was
Domin-
getting Sangran from the title, not from the figure.
Dominic,
And then
did
the
you-
only other two, I've still
I hear
never
you
managed to
talking
get
about Brandon. What's the
Ran set up. RAN. She's a
Not
native one.
REM.
No, she's in like a taekwondo type outfit.
Of course.
Are you gonna ask Brandon?
did you know that there's a omnibus for solo leveling?
There's a what?
There's an omnibus for solo
Oh
leveling
yeah,
novel.
I think for the novel. Yeah, the light. I saw that's coming out. Yeah, or if it's
Yeah.
out already.
Yeah, it's on sale
Yeah.
right now. It's went from 130 to 99. So
Oh, okay.
just to give you a heads up.
Yeah, I don't have the novels yet. I'm still debating on getting the novels, but that would be the fancy way to get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Soul Level's gotten crazy popular.
Really good. I really like it. I just finished it
A
last week.
rise.
I
Thanks
still
to
haven't
Korea.
checked it out. Oh yeah, and Sadako I took out earlier.
Oh, cool.
That one's actually really nicely detailed. They did a great job with the shading.
I think we're mostly interested in the cell pile.
That's true.
Oh,
we
none
are.
none of what you've seen are in the cell pile.
Ooh, that's cool. I like that.
I do like that one, the
I like that
Sadako.
one a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean even just the hair, they really did a
I
really
love that they
nice
have
job with it.
the floating
The
VHS.
VHS is pretty nice,
Yeah.
actually.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah.
You don't see that.
I was gonna say the only other real floating one I have, and I'll only move the camera as opposed to her, is the Sencho Gahara one with the stationary.
Yeah,
That one's
that's a
awesome.
unique. Yeah, it was a
Yep.
pain
I
to put
eventually
that
had to
together.
super glue a couple of spots because otherwise
Oh,
it would
yeah.
just fall and break.
Yeah.
So she does have some break damage on some of those, but
you
they were
can't avoid
repaired
that.
and then I made sure they would not fall again.
Yeah.
Pretty much
figures.
a little tour of your figures.
Yeah.
See, I told you, Koyomi, you'd be able to show off your figures today.
Yeah.
I was trying to talk him into
Oh.
joining. Come on, Koyomi. We can
I was gonna
bullshit
say,
about Manga.
that's true, you did. I was gonna
Take
say
one
I
for the
love
team.
musical instrument ones, so this one I want to set back up again. And I've had
Oh,
it
yeah.
open and
Yeah,
displayed
those are
before.
so nice. I always like those. Those girls front
Yep.
line. I have all the ones that are on, the stairway. I have the 3 that go down the stairway. I have all those.
Oh yeah, yep.
Imagine
Well,
displaying that.
Well,
This
if I had
one's
room, I totally would.
yeah. This one's going back on display, of course, from Katana Gallery.
Nice, nice. The anime I still need to get at some point in my life if it ever gets down to an easy buck.
Oh, really? That
Good
one's
luck on
so hard to find.
that.
Yeah.
Good luck.
And Kasane Tato, I need to get set back up again.
Just put me in your wills.
It's gonna be hard to see
Wow.
her with the glare,
Oh yeah, that one's pretty.
but yeah, I want to get her set back up again.
You can just buy from the estate sale.
Right, I could.
Got the $400 Saya plush. It's probably not 400 anymore, but for a while people were
Wow.
flipping it for like
That's
$400.
crazy.
That's crazy. Why that was even
Then Ami
anywhere
got
close.
restocked,
I have the game.
which is how I got one after
Okay.
Ami restocked.
Good.
I have the game, but yeah, I don't have the plush. So
That is
congrats.
crazy.
Well, my son had two of them, and one was on either side of the Saya figure. You know, the one that everybody wants to kill for.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm like, just give me one of the plushes. He's like, nope, I need both of them. I'm like, darn you. And this is when they were like, you know, literally flipping for like hundreds and hundreds
True
each.
collectors, right there, your son. I need both of them. I cannot live without both of them.
Yep. He's like, the price doesn't even matter. No.
Wait, do you have
I think it was
the
also
Saya figure?
I don't, but he does.
Nice.
the bigger Saya
Yep.
fan over there.
Really? Yeah.
I just have the game.
I just have to get. Do you have
Yeah,
this?
he's
Is
got
there a special
Saya.
edition of the game?
He's got that new Madoka, that new Homura. Both of those look real nice.
No, I haven't bought any new games lately from that kind of thing. There hasn't been any good releases. But
Except for Expedition 33.
let's see if I can find my
Yeah,
Saya real
and Lunar.
quick. That I want, and of course
Oh
Lunar.
yeah, Lunar. Yeah, that needed a collector's edition.
Yeah, really. Glad they didn't
Actually,
make
he
a
was telling
collector
me just this morning about 100 Lines or something like that, which is by the developer that did Danganronpa. Not Spike Chunsoft, but the actual developer.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's a turn-based.
Hmm.
So I don't know if it has a Switch or if it's strictly on Steam or what,
Okay.
but I plan to check it out. Yeah, it's called, I think, 100 Lines or something like that.
Did anyone get the 5th anniversary Toho Luna Nights collector's edition?
No.
Mm-mm.
It's supposed to be pretty cool. Somebody was telling me about it the other day.
Into Toho?
I'm not, but one of my friends is.
Yeah. We get splashes of that every once in a while on the Switch, but
Yeah.
I think there's like 2 games that came out on the Switch
Like that, yeah.
over time.
See what
I dropped the Steam link in for that game.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Curious to see what's going to
So
happen with the Switch 2.
Oh boy.
Well, we should be able to get our hands on one in about 2 years. At least if, past pre-order backlog is any sign of things.
You're being optimistic there.
Yeah. The good news is, the cycle's usually a good 7 years now, so
8
you'll still have
actually.
you'll still have 5 or 6 years of playtime on it.
Yeah.
I do have an extra Switch one for sale, Pokemon themed.
Oh, Switch Lite or the actual?
Actual.
Oh, okay.
I think it's even an OLED. I have to double check because I completely forget.
I didn't know you would buy Pokemon.
Well, I had originally gotten it just because I thought it would actually be in demand, and it wasn't.
Yeah, not even close.
So then I pretty much just stuck it in the box for a year or so, and then I was like, oh, I guess I ought to sell this at some point. So Jenny almost bought it at one point, but then backed out and changed her mind.
Yeah, I remember seeing that before. Yeah, Jast.
Yeah, good old Jazz.
After I took 50 billion pictures.
I had to make sure there was no naughty ones.
Yeah.
Salty, I see, huh?
I'm like, man, all that work.
If you never opened it, I don't know why you need to put so many pictures, but.
Well, because GameStop had actually opened it. They were like, we have to open each one for, I forget why. So they had to do some initial activation or something. So yeah, GameStop actually required opening each one at that point in time.
Fun.
It's been confirmed.
Yep.
Clay Obscure Expedition 33 has surpassed 1 million copies sold.
Wow.
Oh, faster than Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
This is actually a good RPG.
Oh boy. Oh no, Brandon.
I like it so far.
Honestly, I'm loving this game. I think I might actually like it better than some Final Fantasy games.
Some.
What?
Yeah.
Some.
What?
That's the key word.
Inconceivable.
Oh,
Do we
right.
need to change your name to Expedition 33 fan?
Patty fan, you mean?
You renouncing the title?
No, I would never do that. What are you talking about? Well, do you all want to stop here then?
I reckon so.
Yeah, we
yeah,
can.
yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Well, thanks again for coming along to the chat and discussing all the different manga and everything.
Oh, absolutely. It was a
Yeah.
good.
Yeah,
So
this was a great
what
topic.
is the next manga you are going to each read?
Oh, to each read.
Yep.
Red River.
Or manhwa. It can be manhwa too.
Solo leveling, probably.
I know I've been working on trying to get to the new Battle Royale manga that's out right now.
Hmm.
So probably
How about
that.
you,
But
Ed?
I'm reading like 500 series at the same time, so I don't really know how to answer that question.
Yeah.
See, that's like me with anime though.
Me
I'll like
too.
rotate through like half a dozen anime an episode or two at a time.
And sometimes I'll have to pause and be like, wait, that was a different anime. Okay.
Aw, yeah.
Because it's like, wait, didn't so and so? No, that was another manga. Yeah. Yeah.
See, now there's an anime that needs a release. Is Tohai or Arate Mahjong?
Yes, I agree. That could use a release.
Yep.
There's a lot of stuff that needs to be released here, and it would really be nice if we got Cutie Honey Flash. Just saying, like we have all the other Cutie Honeys. Why don't we have Flash? Give us Flash. I want. It's the prettier version of the entire series.
It's named Flash for a reason.
It's basically the Sailor Moon version of Cutie Honey. Let's have it.
Give it time. Give it time.
It's been long enough.
I was gonna say the other manga, well, or manhwa in this case, I have to get back to is the shoot, it was on the top of my head. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint.
Oh yeah, that was a good
I've
one.
read the first volume, but I still need to read
I need
volumes
to,
2 to
I need to
5.
finish reading those too. There's one manhwa above all that I have a lot of books here. But, hold on. There's one manhwa that I can't wait to get the rest of. And I wish I had bought those fancy Korean releases because they come with fun stuff like you've shown. But this
Mhm.
one is my all-time favorite of all the the villainous series that are running around. This one's
Oh,
called
yeah.
Villains Are Gonna Die, and this is it's just phenomenal. There's actually drama in this. It's not just a girl going, "Oh
Oh.
my god, I'm a villain," you know.
Wait, you're not a fan of those? What?
Oh, like the actual potential main love interest is a murderous nightman. like, like
Sounds
this
like
guy
real life.
here. He's my favorite. He just like you say anything wrong to him, he just cuts your head off. He's like, I don't care. He is the
I do
best.
remember you mentioning that one
Evil
before.
eyes.
I'll
He's just
check that out.
yeah. I really have. They've got 7 volumes out right now, and I highly recommend this series. It is actually really good. And they keep saying, "Oh, we may make an anime for it," and then they don't. And it's like, come on, give me an anime for this one.
Not widespread enough.
I'd share it on, you know, Animazing, but it's not Japanese.
My word.
I just realized we can see Domino next to Domino on my screen.
What?
Well, on the camera, it's only showing the recording of Domino.
That's funny.
Yeah, that is pretty funny, yeah.
That's. Oh.
But
Yeah. Oh, did you guys get
yeah.
this?
There, now I can see Domino and the recording of
Oh.
Domino.
Oh,
Well
gee.
then.
Yikes.
No?
Wait, what was that one? Oh, have not even heard of that.
Yeah, don't worry, nothing's really showing. It's just suggestive. It
Is it
It
good?
does have that warning.
does show it inside. I can't show you that. But
It's
a
so
lot of
shrink
it's
wrap.
action. Like you can see this one. It's actiony, you know.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, the art's really decent in this. It's a Yuri series,
Hmm.
and I haven't read it yet, but it there you go. This is a manga I will read eventually today or sometime. Yeah, it's called 12 Dirty Deeds to Unite the Princess and her heroine. So there you go. So it's a princess and knight. Yeah. It kind of reminds me of the art for Rage of Bahamut or something like that.
Oh yeah, it does a little bit, doesn't it?
Right? Yeah.
Interesting.
Hey, you can add that to your list there, Brandon.
I
There you
totally
go.
can.
It's like, what says I'm not doing that right now?
I'll see you guys later. I gotta hop on Amazon. No, just kidding.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Be.
Yeah, good times. You gotta love. Let's see who releases these. Oh yeah, Ghost Ship. So you get the body.
Oh well, I see
There
a
we
theme
go. There we
here.
go. I'm seeing a connection here.
Seven Seas. Yeah, the Seven Seas is vast.
The seas are vast.
I gotta give them credit. They know how to throw it. I mean, they're the ones that doing your oh, what's the one where the World's End or whatever? They're doing that. They're doing
Yeah, World's End Harem.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm aware of that show.
Yeah.
Not like
Succubus
I've been reading it.
Cycle. Yeah, yeah. The culture side of the Seven Seas. All right. Yeah. So are we done here?
I think so.
All right.
You guys have a good one. Thanks for
Thanks. You
Alright,
too.
thanks
you
for
also.
hanging out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, you too.
always pleasure.
Thanks. Bye.
See you guys.
Bye,
Bye.
everybody.